Camping World 300, Chicagoland Speedway. Race number 15 on the regular season out of 26. 200 laps, 300 miles here tonight. Should be a fun one. One of the better mile-and-a-half racetracks. We'll be staying right around the top side of the track, basically all race. Cole Custer starting on the pole here. Kaz Gralla at the rear. Garrett Smithley also at the rear. Qualified 19th will start 18th. And the green flag is going to be in the air. We are underway here in this one. We've got the steering wheel once again here tonight. 45 laps in the opening stage. Quickly look at us go all the way to the top 4 wide on the opening lap. Slight contact there with Greg Golding. Had to check up out of the throttle a little bit so we didn't put it in the wall already. We're going to be running the outside as much as we can throughout the course of this race. Chastain almost moved up right in front of us. That was a close one there for a moment. Jeremy Clements got close to making contact with us in the middle of the corner behind us. Thought about giving us a little bit of a bump draft. Now we kind of got into Ross Chastain a little bit. Slowed our straightaway speed down a little bit. And number 3 wide. Clemens trying to thread it right up the middle. He seems like he's got a fast car early on in the run. Look at how loose we are. Really had to get out of the gas a ton there again. And now contact in between us. Look at Galdi just trying to squeeze in there. More contact with Tommy Joe Martins. Right back to 19th, which is where we qualified in this race. They're actually kind of falling back quite a bit here. Turn 1. Tight battle. Take it 3 wide right up the middle, down the back stretch into turn 3. Oh, nope. Save it. That was a good save by Golding. Did gain a spot or 2 because of it. Trying to stay caution free as long as we can here in this one. Noah Gregson. In the lead, I'm not sure. I know Custer qualified on the pole and he's currently running 2nd. I don't know if Custer led a lap or not in this race. I know Gregson's led the last couple. Car, of course, set up on the longer runs once again here. It looked like Ryan Sieg was thinking about pulling up right in front of us, but he didn't. Then Hogg in the bottom. He definitely wants us to pass him around the top side. Try to do it through turns 1 and 2. Nope, going to be side by side off the exit to turn 2. No, we actually did clear him. Wow, big power move there by Christopher Bell. Only on lap 16. Still a ways to go in this one, though. Into the outside on John Hunter, Nemechek, another big move. We're up to 15th. We're as high as 12th early in the race. Trying to at least get back to that point again. Chastain shows the outside there. We got a lot of guys running the top side of the track now. We're going to go down to the bottom here and try to make the pass on Ross. We're going to get there quickly to the inside of Zane Smith as well. 3 wide now off the exit of turn 4 between Smith, Jones, and Bell. There we go. And we'll go back to the top side again. Joe Martin's up to 11th though. I mean, he's having a good run, really. Just have to see who's going to win this opening stage of the race. Really get things kind of settled off for right now. We definitely have the speed down the straightaways, especially when we run the top side of the racetrack. You're just nailing our corners here lap after lap. Good though, that's good. Kind of ran the middle lines that time. Should have just stayed right along the top side. Could have gave me a little bit better of a run. Oh, almost got into the side of the 99. That was very close. Gonna run the inside now to turns 1 and 2. Behind the 51 car of Jeremy Clements. Move to his inside. We'll make the pass. We'll stay down on the bottom into turns 3 and 4. Ran our fastest lap of the race that last lap. Moved back to the top side on Austin Cindric. Shouldn't have checked out of the throttle that time. Should have stayed right in the gas. Oh, big move to the top. Very tight again. See what kind of run we'll get through the tri-oval this time. Still side by side with Cindric, trying to hold our line. We'll beat him back to the line and we will easily clear him before we get into turn 1. All right. Leaders haven't caught lap traffic yet either, so we'll see. I think we've got the speed in the car. We should be able to catch these guys, the leaders in the field, at least before the end of stage 1. We'll have to kind of control our tire wear as best we possibly can. 69% tire wear on the right front. 15 laps complete, 30 laps to go in the opening stage. Catching Justin Haley in the 11. Oh, a little bit of a mistake off the exit of turn 2. That's going to hurt our speed down the straightaway. We're about 5.5 to 6 seconds off the lead right now. A little bit of a bobble and mistake in turn 2. That's going to be enough damage to where we'll have to repair that at the stage break. We'll worry about it then. Haley goes to the top. Going to go to the bottom, trying to pass him here. We got a little tight. Got to check up out of the gas. Tried to get to the bottom again. Haley's still there. Now caution will fly for the first time today. It looks like it's going to be on Tommy Joe Martins, who's at 11. So caution's out. First time, lap 17. We will stay out of the pits. Sure everybody else will as well. Outside of Martins, but maybe he's done for the day. Who knows? Elliott Sadler, Jeff Green, Morgan Shepherd, Cesar Barcella also all pitting. They're at the rear of the field, so take off on this one.
All right, you're coming to the green. Be ready here.
Christopher Bell will lead us to the green flag. Or Noah Gregson will lead us to the green flag. Bell, who we're riding with, restarting in the 9th position, quickly trying to get out in front of the field as quick as we possibly can. We were starting to get some momentum on our side. Look at us go on the inside now, trying to clear everybody off of turn 2. We will. Unbelievable move that time, and Christopher Bell is out in front here at Chicagoland. I'm just trying to stay right up in our sweet spot along the top side. Reddick trying to close in on us off of turn 4. Back to the stripe. We are going to lead our first lap of the race. Caution definitely helped us. Not saying we wouldn't have gotten there under green, but it would have taken us a lot more laps. Got a great jump from 9th to 1st off of turn 2. Couldn't have had a better restart. Definitely had the preferred line on the inside versus the very start of the race. We were on the outside. We didn't even have a bad start to the race either on the outside. Gained several spots then as well. We just lost them within a couple laps again. Hopefully we don't do the same here. As long as we keep it off the wall and we keep it straight, we'll be fine. We're already about halfway done with the stage. That caution's going to help our tires out ever so much as well. Glad we're conserving our tires though as much as we can here. That's good though. This track isn't really known for a lot of tire wear, so kind of expected that coming into this race. Boy, though, you think this one's wild, just wait till our next Xfinity race at Daytona. That's going to be even crazier, likely. Still early in this race. We've only had one yellow still in the first stage. At least 2 more restarts guaranteed to come at the stage breaks. Still 20 to go in stage 1. Bit of a nudge on the wall again. Just adding on to the damage we've already got. Not a lot, but again enough to where we're going to have to repair it at the stage break, and we're not going to be as fast come stage 2. Noah Gregson did catch up a little bit, about a half second or so. Still 18 laps to go. The leaders were almost in lap traffic at the time of that first caution, but not quite. If we go green all the way to the end of this stage, I'm sure we will catch lap traffic eventually before the stage break. Gonna take 4 fresh tires, fill the car up, full tank of fuel, or whatever it'll take to get it full, repair the damage at the stage break. That will be coming in 17 laps. Try to get that playoff point. 10 points towards the regular season standings as well. Trying to win that regular season championship here. We've still got 11 races left after this, and now things are going to get even crazier because the caution will fly for the second time. We got a lot of guys pitting further back in the field, and this is going to be a crazy restart in this stage now because of it. And I don't know if I stay out or if I should pit. Got a lot of guys staying out yet. Our tires will make it to the end of the stage, but it's going to be tough to get even stage points. Rather yet win the stage. I think we're going to stay out. It's risky. You got to make it, what, just over 10 laps? Definitely risky. So I believe the top 15 stayed out. I don't know. We'll see. Green flag back in the air. Top 15 cars stayed out of the pits. Everybody from 16th on back just pit. We've got 14 laps to go in the stage. And let's see if Christopher Bell can hold on. Chastain in second, Ryan Sieg third. We do have some of the faster cars before the caution that are up here in the field right now. Moving down to the inside, at least for right now, in that corner. Likely run the inside here for the first couple laps of this run, trying to get out in front of the field as far as we can. Already about 1.5 to 2 seconds ahead. And for all those guys on 4 fresh tires, we want it to take as long for them as possible before they can start running me down. Again, we're on older tires to the end of the stage, so this is definitely going to play into big factors. We try to get as big of a lead as possible. Not even running the top. It's probably risky going to the bottom right now. We'll move up to the top soon. This showing I've got a good handling car though. I ran the middle and the bottom lines not nearly as much as I've ran the top in this one, but shows I'm available to run every line. Got about a 3-second lead on second place Tommy Joe Martin's. 11 laps to go in stage 1. We'll move back to the top side here. Almost made a mistake. That was a close one. Definitely can't make another mistake here. Allgaier, I think he's the first guy on 4 fresh tires right now, and he is 3.5 seconds back in third and closing in. He closed in a half second that last lap. I just don't think we're going to hold on, at least for the stage win. I think we've got a good chance. We got off to a really good start, restart that is. Allgaier's up to second now, only 3 seconds off the lead as he quickly passes Tommy Joe Martin's on older tires. Tommy had no fight for him. Just holding on for dear life. 2.5 seconds. My goodness. That last lap he gained about 9/10 of a second on us. At that rate, he's going to catch us in 3 to 4 laps. What, we still got 9 to go? Yeah, 9 laps left. There's no way we're going to hold on. I'll try to block him as best as I can, but I just don't think we can do it. It was a risk I was willing to take. Trying to keep the track position. Save our tires as much as possible as well. Got a 1.5-second lead coming out of turn 2. I don't know if he's running the top or the bottom right now. I don't think it matters on fresh tires. He's going to catch me before the end of the stage anyway. Yeah, he's running the top side too, so that's definitely not helping us either. Oh boy. 1 second lead at the line, 7 laps to go. To the top again. I think we're going to lead when we come back to the start-finish line again. We got 0.8 of a second ahead of Allgaier. Run the top again. Oh man, we were so close to the wall there. Had to check up just a little bit, but for the most part, still good. We're trying to run as close to that wall as possible. 6 laps to go. Half second ahead of Allgaier. Back to the top side again through turns 1 and 2. Allgaier's coming on the bottom. And we don't have much longer to try and hold on here. He is within striking distance now down the back straightaway. Justin Allgaier looking for the race lead. He goes to the... Ah, dang it. He went to the top as I went to the bottom. I was going to try to block him thinking he was going to try to pass this. A little shaky out of turn 2. Allgaier is still coming. He's got a lot of straightaway speed. 5 laps to go now. We go back to the top in 1 and 2. We build ourselves up a little bit of momentum again. Allgaier runs the top side. He might try to strike here. I don't know. I don't know what he's going to try to do. We'll go to the top again. We'll take the risk. And not block him. Here he comes. Here he comes, Allgaier. Off of turn 4. We're side by side for the lead. 4 laps to go at the line. We're going to lead the lap by inches. Only because we have the straightaway speed compared to him. We're going to have to run the top side through 1 and 2 again. Allgaier on the bottom. And Justin Allgaier will clear us off of turn number 2. Allgaier to the lead, but not officially, and we might catch lap traffic before the end of the stage as well. Back to the top side through 3 and 4. Reddick is also closing in, probably the fastest driver in the field. He's a second back right now in third. 3 to go at the line. Allgaier to the lead. Allgaier runs the middle. We're going to try to squeeze by him with a crossover move on the bottom, but we get a little tight off of turn 2. Not going to get him that time. Definitely went for the home run ball that time. Now back down to the inside again. A little bit of a shake going into turn 3. Bell got to clear. Allgaier for the lead again. 2 to go at the line. Bell is fighting back. This is a good battle going on right now. Going back down to the bottom to protect. I'm abandoning the top, at least for now. Just trying to get around these lap cars. Fincham staying on the top. Forced to run the bottom through 3 and 4. Building up a gap again. And we'll staying out on old tires be able to be enough. White flag in the air. 1 lap to go in stage 2. Stage 1, sorry. Back to the top through 1 and 2, my bread and butter. Just over a 1 second lead off of turn 2. I think we've got it. I think we've got enough of a lead as long as the lap car doesn't slow us down in 3 and 4. Smithley gonna, mistake. Into the wall in 3 and 4. Smithley ended up choosing the top just like we did. We're going to go to the bottom. We're going to put him a lap down at the line. Less than a second. And we're barely going to hold on to win stage 1. So Christopher Bell will win stage 1 here at Chicagoland. There's a playoff point. 10 points for the regular season. And now we'll take our 4 fresh tires this time. Not bad. Yep. Full tank of fuel, 4 fresh tires coming our way. We are coming out of the pits. Free pass will go to Smithley. And only 3 drivers are held a lap down at the end of stage 1. So despite the fact we've had 2 cautions in the opening stage, everybody in this 38 car field is still in the race. Allgaier wins the race off the pit road. We came out second. We did not have as fast of a pit stop as him. Green flag is going to be back in the air here at Chicagoland. Allgaier gets a good restart on the bottom. We got a solid restart on the top 2. We're dead even going into turn 1. This is going to be close. Trying to side draft off his right rear corner panel through turns 1 and 2. Now down the back straightaway. We're going to have the advantage down the straightaway. Bell back to the top side of the racetrack again now through turns 3 and 4, and here comes everybody along the bottom. Push from behind there from Reddick. Got us a little loose. Allowed a 3-wide pass to the bottom with 2 cars underneath of us that last time. Yeah, we are just not good on the short runs. Look at that. We restarted second, and after a lap and a half, we're back to 9th. We'll likely fall outside of the top 10 here. I don't see us holding on. Oh, just got pushed into the wall. I've got a little bit of rear bumper damage. 40 to go in stage 2. Alden going to get unbiased. Now we're in the wall again off of turn 2. Reddick is having a terrible restart of his own. He's back to 11th. Car definitely got loose after that rear bumper damage. That is for certain. Trying to run the top. Look at Noah Gregson battling up for the lead. That's a great battle for the lead going on up there. If you're just joining us, we did win stage number 1 by less than a second overall. Gaillard traded the lead back and forth in the final 5 laps. It was a pretty good battle. Reddick was closing in also in 3rd. I think he finished about a second and a half back. It was a good battle. We had 2 cautions in that opening stage. Different pit strategies played out, but we definitely got the advantage. Wow, I didn't realize we were 3 wide there for a second. They got tight. Look at that. We're still 3 wide down the back straightaway. Look at how close to the wall we were to turns 3 and 4, and we're just getting freight trained on the bottom, but I'm staying true to the top. It's my most trusted line on majority of these mile-and-a-half tracks, and that includes Chicagoland here in this Xfinity race tonight. Need to really check out of the gas there. Look at that. I mean, we're back to 16th. Brandon Jones trying to get around us. He's on the inside of us now and trying to side draft us through the tri-oval. We restarted in 2nd. Really only made 1 minor mistake. That wasn't even our fault. We got hit from behind in the middle of the corner. Big block down the back stretch there, trying to make sure we don't lose another spot to Brandon Jones. See the rear bumper damage, but I know it's there. It's definitely loosened us up. Not the good way. In the way that we could still handle it, but not a fast way. You can tell it's cutting our cornering speeds down here just a hair. Back to the inside again. Zane Smith's there though. Really blocking us on the inside. Two cautions in that first stage of the race. We'll see if we'll have any here in this stage. Cars running pretty fast for the most part though. You can tell we're already starting to pick up steam. We fell back to 16th. We're back up to 12. Just over 10 laps in to this stage. First 2 stages, each 45 laps. The 3rd and final stage to the finish will be 110. This race is going by fairly quick so far though. gaining a little bit of headway there. Caution or not, I feel confident we can win this stage after how we ran on older tires, even handling wise towards the end of it in stage 1, but this car is still fast. Gonna be one of the ones to beat here come race end. $30 laps to go in stage number 2. Hey Edward, how's it going? Glad you can join here tonight. We now have 29 laps to go in stage number 2. Race is kind of flying by, even though we have had 2 cautions early. None of them were involving us in any way, shape, or form, nor did it affect how we raced. Thankfully for my sake. A really big run coming for us. Oh, thanks for the support, man. Really appreciate it. I don't expect everybody to watch every live stream I put out. I mean, that's the reason why they stay on the channel. That way we can get some views in the long run anyway. For the most part, we have pretty great racing, especially as of late. This one's shaping up to be a good race too, I feel like. Had a very good battle at the end of stage 1 for the victory. We'll have to see how this is going to work in stage 2. A little less laps to run green flag anyway. We're down to the apron here, really trying to catch Justin Haley. Using all the racetrack that time. Now down to the bottom. Try to make our pass and we're going to get on by. Alright. Move down to the bottom here for a little bit. Already only 24 laps left here in stage number 2. That was a good run. Phoenix was awesome. Yeah, that cup race was definitely interesting. That was a crazy up and down race. Especially that late caution. I thought Chase Elliott had me there for a little bit at least. That was definitely a fun one. All the cup races, all 4 of them so far have actually been pretty good on the channel. In real life too, for the most part. Actually watching the races, it's been a fun season for both here so far.
Still there. All right.
A lot of engaging action. Oh man, this is... I didn't think I was going to hold that corner for 3 and 4 that time. That was definitely close. We're catching Custer. Got a lot of straightaway speed coming now. Gonna take that to the inside on Allgaier, using the lap car of Barcella as a pick, and that'll move us up to 7. Noah Gregson really getting slowed down in this lap traffic, it looks like. We're catching the race leader, as well as these other drivers for position pretty quickly now. Feels like a real race with the commentary. Thanks. Yeah, no, I try to make it as best and as realistic as I possibly can. It's the whole point of what I'm shooting for, race by race. Oh man, that was close. Huge closing right there on Elliott Sadler for a second. Tommy Joe Martin's having a good run though in that 99 car. He was just in the top 5 until we passed him there. I think he started outside of the top 10 as well. Oh, got really tight on the brakes. Had to get on the brakes. Almost got in the side of Josh Jackson there. Try to stay off the bottom as much as I can. Car handles well for the most part down there, but I tend to overdrive the corners a lot more than what I would the top. I think just knowing that the wall is like right there, I can't miss the corner, so I know I have to hit it about perfect every time on the top side is probably why I typically run it better than the bottom, because I do tend to run a little too deep at times on most tracks. When I run the top, really arc it into there the last second, barely having to give out of the gas. This is going to get crazy. 3 wide now for third, quickly going to the bottom on Tyler Reddick. We're going to clear him off of turn 3. Gregson still leads. He's not too far ahead of us. Now catching Michael Annette for second. All right, moving on up. Will we get a caution late in this stage like we did in stage 1? It really split the strategy throughout the field. I chose to stay out, and it barely worked. Only winning by a little less than a second. I'm moving back to the top side here. Gregson's got a couple lap cars just in front of him again. Still costing him a ton of time. Could have been a little worse for him, but definitely wasn't great. Oh man, that's a big move. Really splitting the lap traffic. Got through there a lot better than Noah Gregson. Look at the run we're going to have now. Down the backstretch. Oh, and now a caution again late in the stage. Can't wait until throwback Darlington. Yeah, I know, neither can I. Should be a fun race. It's going to be hell though if I have to do it with the steering wheel. I'm actually going to that race later this year too. That'll be pretty cool, seeing all the different paint schemes in person. Alright, so last stage we stayed out and it worked. The problem is that this stage we have a lot less guys staying out of the pits than what we did last stage. And we're going to have a little less laps left. Man. We're going to pit. We're going to go right sides only. No fuel. Repair damage. So we're going to win the race off of pit road, but at least we got right sides on it. Problem is we're going to be restarting in 4th. Green flag going to be in the air. This is going to be crazy to the end of the stage. Only the top 3 stayed out. Quickly taking it 3 wide to the top. 13 laps to decide the winner in this stage. Quickly getting to the lead. That's what we needed. Car's going to be a little looser though with only taking right sides. How far ahead of this field can we get before guys like Briscoe, Custer, and then try to fight through this field? Oh boy, this is going to get very, very interesting. Michael Annette quickly up to second though before the end of the lap. Annette was running in second for the longest time there before we passed him. And he is going to be coming. And I don't think we can give up the lead and run him back down on 2 tires when he has 4. So we'll see what kind of blocks we're going to make here to try and hold on to the lead. He is coming to the inside. No, it looked like he's going to go to the inside. He runs a little higher than we did. And he's going to close the gap. Here we go. Bumper to bumper at the start-finish line. 12 laps to go in stage 2. Can we try to sweep these stages here? Backs out of the gas a little bit. We're going to go back to the middle through 1 and 2. Again, he runs a little higher of a line. We slip up coming off the corner. Here he comes. Big block. We're hooked together. contact now between the one. Here comes Gregson on the outside. 3 wide for the lead into turn 3. Well, that block did not pay off at all. Not only we lost the lead, but allowed other competitors to get into this race quickly, and we fall back to 4, 10 to go. But that could, oh man, we barely cleared Allgaier there for a second also. Side by side for the lead now with Annette. And it looks like Jeffrey Earnhardt, but Michael Annette might have a little damage there from that block that we made on him. Oh man, Allgaier's coming on strong. And we held him up because Chase Briscoe was able to get on by for 4th. I'm giving the bottom open for Annette to pass us. He keeps trying to go around the top. And I'm not moving off the top side. That's our preferred line. Man, Allgaier is just stuck there. He wants to bump draft us. I keep getting out of the gas, which is holding him up even more and actually slowing us down too. 4-car race for the lead with 8 laps to go in the stage. I don't think we're going to have anything for these guys. Wow, Allgaier lost a lot of time there going into turn 1. Going to try to fight it right back. We're on 2 tires. We might need a caution to bunch the field back up again here. We'll go to the inside. We'll give Annette the top. At least in the corners. I don't like the bottom, but I know he's faster than us, and I don't want to hold him up too much. Although there's only 7 to go in the stage. Remember, we were the ones that finished 1st and 2nd back in stage number 1. When will these tires kick in? Will we actually have a chance to maybe even catch these guys before the end of the stage? It's not impossible. Definitely have a lot more on throttle time when I run the bottom, it seems like, but definitely get a little tighter off the corners. We're going to go down to the apron through the tri-oval. 6 laps to go now. We'll go back to the top side through 1 and 2. Oh, a little tight. And that mistake is going to allow Allgaier to get by us. So we have now fallen back to 6th. Heck of a race lead going on right now. Battle for the race lead. Kind of hoping that we get another caution and a green-white checker finish to the stage. It's going to be the only chance I got of winning it. Still 4-car battle for the lead now. 5 laps to go in stage 2. We'd be lucky just to run back Allgaier down for 4th, or 5th rather. At least we're going to get some sort of stage points still. It could have been worse, I guess. It could have been way worse. We could have gotten blocked. I mean, we could have wrecked the leaders while we were trying to block. Chicago, question mark? Yes. This is Chicagoland. A lot of lap traffic for those leaders right now. It's only about 4 or 5 cars though. I don't think it's going to slow them down that much. At least for the long haul. Maybe for the next lap or 2. But it's not going to be enough to have us catch them. It could help us try to get back at 5th place, Justin Allgaier though. We've got 3 to go now. But we're at the point, we're late enough in the stage. If a caution comes out, then that will be the end of stage number 2. Allgaier caught in the lap traffic. We got a big closing right here through turns 3 and 4 on Allgaier. Look at, oh, we just put it in the wall again though. That's the problem. And we're still, wow, Jeffrey Earnhardt and Allgaier both caught up in the lap traffic. 2 to go in the stage, and we're going to move up to 4th at least for right now. Well, we can't make another mistake and lose those positions, and now it looks like Michael Annette's being caught behind the lap car. We're too far back with too few of laps to go. It is now a 2-car race for the stage win. Noah Gragson on the top side. Chase Briscoe on the bottom. Off of 4, they're side by side for the lead. Another great race to the end of the stage. 1 lap to go in stage 2. Back down to the bottom again. It looks like it's going to be Briscoe on the bottom. Gregson running the top side. Can Briscoe clear him this time? No. Side by side down the back straightaway now. Going into turn 3 for the playoff point and for the 10 regular season points. Through 4 for the final time. Briscoe can't clear him. It's a drag race back to the start-finish line. Nose to nose. Briscoe looks like he got him at the line by inches. I believe Chase Briscoe won stage 2. Yes, he did. Wow, Gregson got passed on the last lap. Unbelievable. Great track. Yeah, it's definitely one of the better mile-and-a-half racetracks. Seems like with the 2019 package, though, in the Cup Series, it's made a lot of these mile-and-a-half tracks a lot more watchable than in years past. I still watch a race from start to finish and enjoy watching every race from start to finish, no matter if it's a good or a bad race. But it definitely makes it more entertaining, the way the restarts have been. Oh, shoot, we're going to have to pit. Oop. Okay, we got it in time. Almost didn't pit there for a second. So we didn't lose any spots there, so that's good. Briscoe wins the race off of pit road again. Especially Phoenix. Yeah, Phoenix was a good race this week. They didn't actually have the full 20. Wow, look at this. Go 3 wide right up the middle on the restart. We are nailing through these shifts. It was perfect. Quickly getting to the lead. Through turns 1 and 2, but I don't think we're going to hold on too long here. We have 107 laps left in the stage. After we have gone green, we'll go to the inside to 3 and 4. But yeah, Phoenix wasn't exactly the same package. They did have the 750 horsepower and smaller rear spoilers, but it definitely made for better racing than what it has been the last couple of years. You could actually pass guys a little more often, despite the fact it was still, for the most part, a one-groove racetrack. The PJ1 helped the top line a little bit more, but see here, Logano's on fire. Yeah, he is. He won 2 races all of last season. He's already got 2 in the first 4, and both of them were in kind of similar races. They both went to overtime. Only this one ended under green, so he's definitely had 2 dramatic wins there. I didn't think he had the best car, though. It looked like Harvick and Elliott, for the most part, had the fastest car. Elliott just kept having problems after problems, whether it was his fault or his team's fault. Couldn't get through the traffic as well, but Joey Logano definitely looked strong. And we are just dropping like a fly here in the early green flag run. I mean, we fall like 6-7 seconds off the lead before we start cutting back into the lead. And we haven't had a long enough green flag run to actually like take the lead under that green flag run yet. A lot of caution coming out. Paul Wolfe, yep, that is a very good chance. Paul Wolfe is the reason Logano's won these 2 races. I mean, look at the positions he's been in late in the race, with whether it's been strategy, well, both races really, for the most part, it's been strategy calls. Now, the first one, I guess, Logano at Vegas, Paul Wolfe told him to pit, and Logano said there was miscommunication there, and he stayed out. But I think Joey was intending on staying out anyway, and he ended up winning the race that way. So that wasn't really Paul Wolfe in the finish of that one, but definitely good chemistry between the 2 of them there. Seen a lot of the same with Todd Gordon and Ryan Blaney too. They just haven't gotten the finishes that they probably deserved really in any of the races this year. I mean, Daytona, you can argue, finishing second by a nose, but the other 3 races probably should have had a little bit better finishes. Big charge back down to the inside. Justin Haley trying to make the pass on him. We're not going to get him this time. We go down to the apron, see if we can clear him before we get into turn 1. And now we get to the inside here of Greg Gaulding. Big dive bomb now going through turns 1 and 2. Golding coming right back at us. We're going to clear both Golding and Justin Haley off of turn 2. That was a good pass. We didn't fall nearly as far back this time as what we have throughout the course of this race, so that's good. Oh, no! Yep. Oh, my goodness. We barely brushed the wall. We got lucky, but that push from Justin Haley was unneeded. We still have 100 to go. We're only halfway home now. Cross flags in the air in this one. 150 miles left. Yeah, that push definitely hurt us because now it allows Golding to get back. Oh, no. Oh, loose. Contact now with the 08. Oh, we're in the wall. Oh, more contact now. And around goes Golding. Very aggressive pushes by the 11 car. I don't know why he did that. I really have no clue why he did that. Jeez, Pete, man. Justin Haley's got to lay off that bumper. A lot of the guys at the rear end of the lead lap are pitting. Got 5 of them, including Ray Black Jr., who will get the free pass. A couple guys lapped down, or a couple laps down even, are all pitting. Crazy in Chicago. Yeah, it is. It could have been a little less crazier if he wouldn't have hit us like that, but nevertheless, at least we were able to hold on to it. Unfortunately, Greg Golding went around spinning. I'm not sure where he's at. He might be out of the race now. I don't even see him anywhere near us anymore. The 11 stays out of the pits as well. Green flag is going to be in the air. Hopefully Golding's still in the race. That was not his fault at all. It wasn't ours either. We were just getting pushed in a bad spot there. Another great restart on the outside. Here we go. Right up the middle. 3 wide for the lead. Bell now into the bottom of the racetrack through turns 3 and 4. Trying to hold on. Going to get a little tight. Nope. Got to check out of the throttle. Now a 3 wide for the lead off of turn 4. Tyler Reddick trying to thread it up the middle again. Side drafting off one another. There goes Gregson on the bottom. Another car. Looks like Michael Annette on the bottom of the racetrack. My goodness. How tight we are. That's actually Allgaier on the inside, not Annette. And we're still 3 wide off of turn 2. This is crazy. Stayed 3 wide for almost an entire lap now. Into turns 3 and 4. Restarts are nuts. Here comes Briscoe. Oh, we're about to get split. Now we're about to be in the middle. Oh. Contact there with the 1. Got to be careful. Everybody holds their line out for turns 1 and 2. Clemens didn't have enough straightaway speed to take it 3 wide to the top side. Either that or he chose to stay high. I'm not really sure. Big side draft off the 1 there, going into 3. Really diving it in. Trying to get it to stick to the inside of the 98 of Briscoe. Down to the apron here. Barely getting away from Annette for the moment. We'll take it to the inside into turns 1 and 2 as well. More like to the middle. Now we push up high, but we do clear the 7 of Allgaier. But here comes Briscoe and Annette. Briscoe had to get out of the gas. He almost got pinched off. Trying to side draft off Annette now down the backstretch. Into turns 3 and 4. Caution. Once again for the 5th time in the race today. With 93 laps to go, so not a ton of cautions, but a decent amount so far. And I'm sure we will still get more before the end of this. We'll have 89 laps to go when we go green this time. And see Gralla, Chastain pitting. We do still have drivers towards the rear end of the lead lap that did pit already too. So this is probably going to split the field about half and half. We'll stay out again to run 54 laps on a full tank of fuel here in the Xfinity Series at Chicagoland. It's actually at Chicagoland for the first time ever last year. Fortunately, I didn't have the channel at that time, so I didn't vlog the video at all. Same with Watkins Glen in Atlanta, unfortunately. I'll be going back to Michigan and Indianapolis and Kentucky this year, so couple of new tracks thrown in there as well. It's going to be a crazy year of vlogging. Unfortunately, I will not be able to stream as much in the summer months of the season, only because I will be on the road a lot, but a lot of vlogging videos definitely to come. Down to the inside to turns 3 and 4 on the opening lap of this green flag run. We got Michael Annett trying to close in on us once again. We'll ride along now with the in-car cam for the first time tonight. We'll alternate through the cameras in the process. Still staying true here to the outside. Michael Annett trying to get the bottom work, but he couldn't get close enough there. We could just get to our left rear corner panel and side draft off of this. That's going to be his idea. Looking like he's going to work the bottom. It looked like Annett got off that corner a little better than we did. Noah Gregson's got a really fast car. He's trying to pass Annett for second. He can't clear him though. They're side by side, not far behind us, but that's kind of what I want to see is them battle for at least a couple laps here. Maybe we can get our tires worked in. Gregson's going to clear Annett off of turn 4 for second. But look at Annett firing back on all cylinders on the outside of the track after having that little bit of a head of steam off of turn 4 on the outside. Back to the top in 1 and 2 again. Gregson's still able to stay clear of the 1. Love that car cam, thanks. Well, I guess I can't really take credit for that. Give credit for showing you the car cam, but... Ooh, diving late coming off of the corner there because I saw Allgaier coming out of our rear view. It's going to cut our straightaway speed down just a little bit. Trying to throw a little extra blocks down the backstretch. This is definitely getting racy again. Back to the bottom again goes the 9. Can he get alongside of us that time? He just can't quite get to our left rear corner panel. We are definitely getting close to losing this lead. I give it a couple more laps though, at least, but I give it anywhere between 3 to 5 laps. Will definitely be the fastest car on the track. I think the clean air is helping us out just enough to at least hold on to the lead for right now. Everybody that's in the top 10 for the most part, definitely the top 5, have enough tire wear. We're probably going to be the fastest car on the track right now. Oh, had to give it a little more off throttle time through turns 1 and 2. Here comes Gregson again. But we're going to have some straightaway speed still. He's going to probably try to take a dive through turns 3 and 4 on us. Gregson just trying to get to our corner panel. At least. Oh, he is there. We can't clear him that time. And now we're side by side for the lead at the stripe. We did lead the lap. Trying to beat him into turn 1. Gregson still fighting hard on the inside of the racetrack. We're still staying true to the top. We're going to stay clear of Gregson, who is currently the second place. Michael Annett still less than a second behind right now. He is still in contention as well, of course, especially if me and the 9 car get racier and racier as the laps move on. Still 81 laps to go. Different cams are needed at various tracks. Show them all. Yeah. The only ones I can't show are like the look back cams and the side look cameras. At least when I'm using the steering wheel. I use them when I need them, obviously, for tracks I use the controller on, but for some reason with my steering wheel, I can't use the actual like keypad on the wheel to look side to side. So it gives it more of a realistic feel though, because you can't actually do that if you're actually racing in the car. Just gotta rely. I gotta rely on my spotters a lot more when I'm racing with the steering wheel. It's another way that you guys can kind of know whether I'm using the wheel or the controller. I usually state whether I am various times throughout the course of the race, though, in case you guys didn't pick up on it, but it's definitely one of the ways you can pick up on it. Gregson's losing us a little bit, but he's still only about a half second behind. He is definitely holding his own. Those last couple laps, we were definitely faster. Ryan Sieg's actually up to third now. I think he's one of the guys on fresher tires. He's 2 seconds off the lead. He has passed Michael in that for position. And now we get another caution. Still outside the pit window. Edward, I really do appreciate that, man. I really do. I'm just thankful I could get people to watch the streams. Trying to showcase my broadcasting ability along the way. As well as racing ability, but mostly broadcast ability. So we got 78 to go. We'll have 74 laps left when we go green. We're going to have a lot more guys on fresh tires behind us this time, though. But we're still not inside the pit window after the 6th caution. So we'll stay with what we got for right now.
All right, you're coming to the green.
And so here we go. Green flag is going to be in the air. Restarting in the hood cam here, so we got 74 laps to go. I believe the top 9 are all stayed out. It seems like me and Gregson, the two fastest cars in the field for most of the race, are on the same strategy, just trying to stay out as long as we can here and conserve our tires as best we can, because we are still outside the pit window, which is 54 laps on a full tank of fuel. So knowing that we can't make it on fuel to the end from right now, everybody will still have to pit once. But we'll see how long we can at least hold the lead on this current run on these tires. We have not pitted yet in stage 3. Some of the guys in the top 9 have, but that was under the first caution of the stage. Oh man, slightly into the wall off of turn 2. Will probably cost us a little bit of time. Tyler Reddick up to second. Ryan Sieg, he's trying to hold on as well here. And there's a good chance it's going to get very racy again here in the coming laps. 72 laps to go. Slightly pulling away from Reddick, Gregson, and Sieg. But again, none of those guys just pitted under that last caution. Hopefully we got enough fuel to stretch it. We might need another caution to try and stretch it closer to the 54 lap mark in this race. Doing a pretty swell job for the most part, though, keeping our tires clean, or as clean as we possibly could have them. And we're going to have 70 laps to go at the line this time. So roughly a little more than a half hour on the lap's time left in this race. Get about 2 laps in a minute here at Chicago, even in the Xfinity Series. Lucky number 69 laps to go. Matt Mills up to second. Wow. He was probably one of the guys that pitted under the last caution. Yeah, he's slightly catching us too. Hopefully his run stalls out before he can get to us though. Maybe much preferred out of us. Looks like 2 drivers have DNF'd throughout the course of this race so far. Still got a little bit of a ways to go, of course. Yeah, I guess he is slowly catching us here lap after lap. 2.5 seconds back. He was 3.5 back, what, like 2-3 laps ago, something like that? Gregson, 5 seconds. Still slightly pulling away from him. He's still on the same tires we are. Allgaier coming through the field now. It looks like he's in 4th. He might be on fresher tires. Yeah, Allgaier's definitely on fresher tires too. 5 seconds back. He just passed Gregson for 3rd. And he's slightly coming too. I just think they're too far back though, and their tires are going to even out because again, this track doesn't really use a lot of tires. Not freshly repaved by any means, but it's got about 10 years or so wear on it. They've only raced here for the most part once a year. Actually, I don't think they've ever had a season where they've raced here twice a year, so not that I can think of. I could be wrong on that, but seconds. 35 to go. 135, 64 laps left. So if we can make it another 10 laps, which we should be able to do with these, I don't know if that will be under green or not, but if we can make it at least 10 more laps, the pit window will open up. If a caution comes out from now and then, that's going to shake the oh geez, right when I said something, caution's out again, our 7th of the race. Got a decent amount of yellows here. Wonder if Gregson was involved. He quickly fell back to 9th. He's going to pit. Tyler Reddick's going to pit. Briscoe and Nat. Pretty much any driver that hasn't pit yet in the stage. Jeffrey Earnhardt, Justin Haley, Josh Williams, Kaz Grallo, Stephen Light. Everybody else on the end of the lead lap. Austin Hill gets the free pass. He'll pit. Man. We're one of the lone guys on older tires here. Still outside the pit window, but I think it's time to go for it. I know we're going to have to pit again. Going to be roughly 4 laps short on fuel. Yeah, pit. I like that pit. Yeah, yeah. That stinks. That I'm not going to say that messed our strategy up, but we definitely lost a lot of track position. It's the price we paid though with the strategy. Didn't work out. Should have followed the analytics. We've had a lot of cautions in this race. I still don't think we're done. We got 60 to go. We've had 7 cautions in the first 140 laps, and we'll see how crazy this restart will be in the middle of the pack. So we're back under green. Look at us zooming around the outside of the racetrack right now, trying to get every source of speed we can. BJ McLeod almost pulls a block on us. We got a little out of shape. Slight contact made, but we're going to keep it going. But now we have a little bit fresher tires than most of these guys ahead of us. Oh, Cindric going to pull off a big block. We're going to go all the way down to the apron here. We are really trying to fly past these guys. We got 3 wide just in front of us. Matt Mills looks quick on the restart. Zane Smith just going to block us off in the middle of turns 1 and 2. Here comes Brandon Jones now. 3 wide for the lead down the back straightaway. We're all the way on the inside. We're going to clear Smith at least. Side by side with Allgaier going into turns 3 and 4. And we're back in the lead, at least for the time being, with 58 laps to go. And we'll see. Superman on 4 fresh. Yeah, I mean, it really are. At least for now. Reddick is on the same strategy we are. I know Gregson's on the same strategy. Jeffrey Earnhardt, those have been some of the guys that have been running in the top 10 most of this race. So Reddick is probably going to have a good chance to challenge with us compared to Allgaier. We got about probably 10 lap fresher tires, and Justin Reddick up to second now, half second off the lead, and he is closing in kind of quick. Been working the bottom those last couple laps, could probably just at least pass those guys. Nope, he goes back down to the bottom again through 3 and 4. Here he comes, and we get another caution, and now more strategy goes into effect, because if we are to pit now, we'll be a couple laps to the good on fuel. The only drivers pitting is Ross Chastain, John Jackson, Ryan Sieg, Elliott Sadler on the lead lap. So we got 4 guys pitting at the rear that might be able to make it on fuel. This caution will help us save fuel for the guys that just pit. So this is crazy. Well, thanks for just coming to say hi there, Mercury, but... Oh, man, now we got Reddick. Oh, more guys are starting to pit now. Well, we're stuck staying out. They pitted late. Oh, boy. Well, now I'm hoping we get at least one more caution so we can make it on fuel to the end. Because those guys might be able to make it. Green flag back in the air. We have 53 laps to go. And the strategy is definitely playing in effect again. We've had 8 cautions in the race. We've had 4 in the 3rd stage alone, just within the first 50 to 60 laps. Cautions breed cautions. That is very true. I mean, that's just NASCAR for you. Got a great jump on this restart, though. We've timed our restarts out perfectly all day long. We have not had a bad restart yet. If Reddick, those guys that did pit that were fast before, on the same set of tires, they'll probably be fast again. They only have, what, like 3 or 4 lap fresher tires than we do, though. So, I mean, it's not like... I don't think that's going to matter too much. Yeah, it's not really going to matter much at all. I think they just pitted more for fuel's sake. I still think we're a little bit of a bobble going into 1. I still think we're going to get another caution before the end of this race, though. I don't see it going green the rest of the way. Especially the way this 3rd stage has been so far. I mean, strategy's basically all up in the air at this point. We try the best we can to try and map it out, but it is just going all over the place right now. $50 laps to go. We're 3/4 of the way through this one. Still got the lead. Joey Gase now up to second. Jeffrey Earnhardt is one of the faster guys. Justin Haley, he's on the same strategy we're on as well. Haley now up to second. 3 seconds off the race lead. We'll see if he might be able to catch us here eventually. $49 laps to go. Three drivers are now out of this race so far. $48 to go. Really throwing it into the corner. Little on the loose side. Jeffrey Earnhardt battling for second with Haley. Big moment off of turn 2. That's going to cost us some time as well. Right when we were getting in a rhythm, make that small mistake, and now another, well, there's the other caution I was thinking we were going to have. And we might as well pit again. With 48 to go, caution number 9. And I still don't think we're done. I'd be surprised if we were done at this rate. The only guys staying out are the guys that pitted under the last yellow. We're going to pit as well here. Probably still be a couple laps short if we didn't pit. Might as well take the 4 fresh tires, and here we go again. I don't really know if that hurts or helps us, really. I mean, we're good on the longer run, like most races, but the way the cautions have played out in this one, we can't even buy a long run. I mean, this is crazy. I've not seen a race like this all year in any of the 3 series that we've raced in. All the way through the trucks, into the Xfinity Cup Series. I mean, I have not had a race. I'm not going to say I haven't had a race with this many cautions, but consecutively. I mean, and we've had nothing to do with any of them. I don't know how they're coming out. Oh, big. For sure tell right now. Just going to clear Smithley. Big move to the inside now in Allgaier. Side by side going into turn 3 for the race lead. We're going to drive it in deep. Trying to get it to stick in front of the 7. We're going to clear him off of turn 4, at least for right now. Another great restart, but how long can we hold on to the lead with 43 laps to go? We got a lot of hungry drivers behind us. So we move back to our bread and butter lane on the outside once again. Allgaier is coming, but he's kind of tucked in behind us. Remember, we saw this between the 2 of us at the end of stage 2. And we battled for the win in stage 1 earlier as well. Will he come off the top at some point? Not really. He side drafts us through the middle lane, and here comes Allgaier side by side for the lead. We'll side draft it back. Now going through the tri-oval. We might get help from behind from Michael Annette as well. Still tight racing here on a battle for the lead. Not giving ourselves any sort of room. And here comes Briscoe. Briscoe up the bottom of the track. We make a little mistake. Contact now coming off the turn 2 with Michael Annette. Push from behind to help from Jeffrey Earnhardt. You're going to take that momentum to the inside of Annette now. Annette all over the back bumper of the 7. And Chase Briscoe is going to take the lead here at Chicagoland. Annette throws a block at the start-finish line himself. Oh, almost came up to block the 18. That was close. Thought we might have had him cleared for a second. Too big of momentum heading in on the 7 of Allgaier. That cost us time as well. Here comes Custer on the inside. I don't know whether to block or set these guys up ahead of us. I mean, this is just crazy. Oh, wow, look at Cindric going right up the middle. A gutsy move. Now we're 3 wide going into 1. And this is probably how all the cautions have happened, in the middle to the back of the pack. Just crazy restarts like this. Look at this, we're still 3 wide. Nobody can clear anybody. Cindric did, he makes a pass around 2 guys, that worked out better for him. Me and Allgaier just can't get away from each other. Getting really tight off the corner and into the wall. I didn't even get a push that time, I just got really tight. And I'm sure some of it might have been the dirty air. I was just pushing like a dump truck up the racetrack. Oh, now push from behind here again from Noah Gragson. Gragson, will he move us out of the way? No, he stays on our bumper. And that push is going to allow us to get on by the 7 of Allgaier. Oh, close to the wall, contact off of turn 4. Sideways goes to 9. Can he save it? No, he crashes right in front of the 7. Caution's out again with 38 to go. My goodness. Another yellow. That was just a product of hard racing for position. Man, we got really tight. He was pushing us in the middle of the corner. We were trying to keep it off the wall. And we ended up getting into each other. It looked like he was kind of tight, too. Oh, my gosh. My gosh. catch your breath kind of moment. This race has probably taken years off my life. It's crazy. I have to check my hairline at the end of this. See if I got any grays.
Be ready here.
Green flag back in the air again. Here we go.
Going down low now.
35 laps to go. Another great restart. That's the good thing, though. We're not as great on the short runs, but we have really great speed on the restarts. And now quickly to the outside of Briscoe once again, trying to battle for the lead. This could get intense. Big side draft coming off of the 98 from the 20. Jeffrey Earnhardt on the outside now, shortly behind us. I'm sure he's going to be coming. He might give us a push. Now we're side by side with the 00. Look at Michael Annett right behind us. Annett made a huge run up through the middle of the racetrack. Look at us trying to pin and side draft the 00 going into 1 and 2. That car of Michael Annett looks really fast. He's had some good races this year, but it looks like he's been able to contend for the win. I don't think he's really gotten that race that he has needed. Down to the apron. Oh, wow. Annett went down to that yellow, or white line, rather, to block us, and now he's going to move to the inside of the 00 of Custer for second. Trying to get a big run on Custer. Using that straightaway. Oh, slight contact. Oh, we're in the wall. We got tight after we got into the back of Custer. It didn't phase him at all, but it definitely phased us. We'll go back down to the apron again here, trying to get some of that speed back. And meanwhile, we only have 32 laps to go in this race. The cautions have definitely prolonged this race quite a bit, but at the same time, so much is going on. It actually feels like we're running a lot faster than what we are. At 10 cautions in the race, 6 in the third stage alone. We've only run about 70 laps in the stage. I don't think we've had longer than a 10-15 lap run yet in this stage. Annett now going for the race lead on Briscoe. Here we go. Side by side. Remember, Annett was barely able to win stage 2 on Noah Gragson by inches. Will he have a shot to win this one here? Overall, 30 laps to go. And I still don't think the cautions are done. I'd be surprised if we run the final, what, about 35 laps of this race under green. Got cars closing up behind us. Gragson with the damaged vehicle in 5th. I really hope he doesn't pay us back for what we did to him. It was an accident, though. In all fairness, he pushed us and we just got tight. I mean, it was a racing accident. We were battling for position. Yeah, I really want to stay away from him. He's scaring me a little bit. Annett still can't get around Chase Briscoe for the lead up there either. Gragson closing into our back bumper again. We're at the same time closing up to the pole sitter from this race earlier on. Custer, big run now through the truck. Oh, got into the back of him slightly. We got a lot of rear bumper damage too, and I think that's dragging our car back just enough in the corners. Almost working as kind of like a sail on a boat. Pulling us back. We just can't. We get the runs down the straightaways if we can keep in the draft of the 00. Oh man, and now we get another caution. Oh my goodness. I think I'm going to pit to repair that damage. Not going to take any tires though. I'm going to play it. I usually play the Xfinity Truck Series realistic. If you don't know this already, for anybody watching, that I don't use more than 4 sets of tires throughout the course of a race, and I'm on my 4th set right now. So I'm not going to pit for tires, but try to repair that damage, maybe make the car better. I know we're good on a longer run and with more laps on our tires too. So I definitely think we can hold on these guys. We'll put a little extra fuel in it. Why not? Looks like we're the only one pitting. And we've had great restarts in this one too. Definitely risky, but I do think we could still get to the lead here. I think we're only another 5 to 10 laps on these tires before we're the fastest car in the field. So as long as we don't get into trouble here is the mainstay. 24 laps to go. 11 cautions so far, and I still don't think we're done. Hey, that's another thing too. I still think we're going to get another caution or two. I mean, this race is eyeing overtime. Like, this is just like predicting overtime. This is wild. Big restart though on the bottom of the track. Look at that. We already gained about 10 spots on the first lap. We'll go down to the apron as well here, trying to help ourselves. 23 laps to go in the race. Quickly down to the inside again on Brandon Jones. Slight contact too. And we're already back up to 9th. We'll move back to the top side of the track. I wonder if Noah Gragson might be able to take the race lead. Look at Custer. He's battling for the lead as well with Michael Annette. Oh, getting a little tight. Oh my goodness. Almost hit the wall. That was a close one for sure. Right on the back bumper of the 2. Giving him a little bit of a push. Now a push to the back bumper of Cindric. Trying to push him ahead here. This is risky with the bump draft, and we'll let off going into... Oh, wow, he's taking that run to the inside of the 11 now. Look at that. That push definitely helped the 22. I don't know if it really helped us at all. Zooming down to the apron again. Looks like Briscoe's trying to pull away from everybody. Gregson and Nat both caught in traffic. 3 wide now, just ahead for 3rd. And there's still 3 wide down the backstretch. Oh boy. I didn't think Annette was going to come off the top there for a second. I'll let out the gas just a little bit more. We'll go down to the apron again. Back to the start-finish line. We've got 20 laps to go here at Chicago. On the inside, look at all that damage the 9 car has from that earlier wreck with Allgaier. No real signs of Allgaier showing Speedway, but look at Noah Gragson go in the 2nd spot. We're going to get to his outside. The heat is on between the 2 rivals that made contact earlier in the race. You call us rivals. Can we clear him, or can he stay clear of us, rather? We're going to go down to the apron. He's not going to block us that far. He had no chance, though. We had way too much of a run on him. And we're going to easily clear him before we get into 1. Will he try the crossover back to the bottom again, though, through 1 and 2? Here comes Gregson. He is not letting go yet. We're going to block him down the backstretch. Briscoe with the clean air on in front. Can he hold on and win the race? Christopher Bell is coming. Definitely getting good. 18 laps to go. On the outside of the racetrack, Briscoe on the bottom. Gregson moves up to the top. Looks like Jeffrey Earnhardt's up there as well, back and forth. Back to the top side through turns 3 and 4 again. It's going to give us a lot of speed through the tri-oval. We'll take it down to the apron again. Here we go. Big run on Briscoe, side by side for the lead with 17 to go into turns 1 and 2. Slide job like we're going to clear Briscoe off of turn 2 for the race lead. It will be an official lead change back to the line this time. What a race. What a race. Bell back in the lead, 16 laps to go. And now we just got to hope we can somehow stay green to the end of this race. Or at least to the white flag. A little bit of a bobble again through 1 and 2. Briscoe's going to close the gap on us again. It's definitely been thrilling. The sweats are just starting to settle in. 15 to go. I'm just anxious to get to the end of this at this point. This is crazy. Just praying. If we do stay green, we'll likely catch lap traffic before the end of this as well, but we're currently the fastest car on the racetrack. Just over 1 second lead on Briscoe, 14 to go at the line. Take a look at our fastest laps of the race. Our fastest lap so far is a 31.187. That is not quite our fastest lap ever though in the Xfinity Series here at Chicagoland, because our fastest lap ever, we actually got into the 30s, a 30.965 at one point. And we'll see what this lap will bring us. To see the amount of wear on these tires, how much slower we are compared to our fastest time. So wow, we're about a second off, almost a second off race pace from where we were on fresher tires. Definitely nothing I can't handle, but we're in that situation where we will be forced to stay out in the race lead if we do get another caution. I gotta hope everybody else stays out too. Very close to the wall off of 4, staying in the gas though. Staying in the throttle, we've got 12 laps to go. Three-second lead, Gregson still in third. I mean, unless the whole field pits behind us if we get another caution, I just think there's too few of laps left with 11 to go. Even less if we get a caution and go green. That I just don't think they're going to be able to pit, restart towards the rear of the field if we get even 10 cars to stay out again, especially with us having great restarts. I think we can hold on from there. It's just matter of how many guys pit. Again, I don't want to be put in that situation. I just want it to stay green. We've got 10 laps to go. Checking the throttle. We've really pulled away here. I mean, the last if we do stay green to the end of the race, and we win by like even double-digit seconds, the finish of this race is not indicative of how this race went. It might have a lackluster finish, but I mean, this race was so unpredictable, basically all the way from the drop of the green flag on lap 1 to about 15 to go. But once we took the lead, it has been smooth sailing from here. But it's definitely not over. It raced to the very end. Obviously, we're in lap traffic right now. So is Briscoe back in second. The lap traffic's not helping him at all. Harmon went to the outside, so we're going to run the middle. Quick dive to that lane to clear him. Awesome race. Yeah, it definitely has been. Hopefully for anybody that watches, they don't just fast forward to the final like 20 laps, because they would be missing out on a fantastic race, let me tell you. Seven to go. Again, this has been a fun one throughout. We're going to have another fun one tomorrow. We're going to live stream the Daytona Xfinity Series race. The July race. It's going to be a shorter one, only 100 laps, 250 miles, but it is going to be a blast. And that live stream will start between 7:30 and 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time as well. Just like this one earlier tonight. These last, if you include this race, about the last 3 Xfinity Series races have just been awesome so far on this season. I'm sure Daytona will not be a letdown either. So we got a good chance to go for about 4 or 5 consecutive awesome races here. Got 5 laps left.
All right, you're clear.
Caution. Of course. Oh man, Jeffrey Earnhardt's gonna pit. He might have got caught up in that. He's gonna be the only driver to pit through this entire field. Balicki, Miller, Clemens, and Martin's the only guys out of the race, at least right now. Again though, we're only gonna have 2 laps to go when we go green. It's our 12th caution of the race. We're going to stay out. He's probably not going to go from 20th to the lead unless we get caution after caution here in overtime, which again, not impossible the way things have gone. We have taken off through the shifts well on the restarts. We'll see how we'll go from here. The green flag is going to be in the air. And here we go. We're not in overtime, but we do have 2 laps to go to get to the finish of this one. Record cautions in the Xfinity Series, I am not entirely sure. I've honestly lost count. I know in the Cup Series, in the Daytona 500, I had 10. And that's been the most in the Cup Series so far in one race. And I think there's a very good chance that this could be a record for cautions. Any race in any series I've run. Quickly again pulled away, got a 1-second lead, a little less than that off of turn 4 there. White flag in the air though. This will be the final lap of the race. It'll be fitting if it ends under yellow. But whether it does or not, again with the laps on the tires, we are the fastest car. Jeffrey Earnhardt's got no match to go from 20th to the lead in 2 laps here. He was going to need a couple overtimes to have a good shot. He's lucky just to finish back inside the top 10. Off of turn 4, we're going to get another win on the season. Christopher Bell in the 20 wins in the Xfinity Series at Chicago. What a race. This deserves a celebratory burnout. This was a race well earned. That was bad. I tried to whip it and it didn't whip. Alright, there we go. There we go. Good camera angle too. I like when the camera goes super low to the ground. Awesome race here. Yeah, I mean, I think any of us really we definitely had a fast car. Gregson had a fast car. I think we blew our engine. Yeah, we just blew our engine. Annette had a fast car. Custer at times. Pole sitter did. Yeah, we can't burn it out anymore. Our engine's toast, especially after this race. This was wild to say the least. My goodness, 97 minutes total time. I bet this race could have been 10 to 15 minutes quicker without all the cautions, but nevertheless, an hour 37 minutes into this. We won stage 1, Briscoe won stage 2 by inches. It's a great race, all 3 stages. 10th win of the year. And we will expand the points lead slightly on Chase Briscoe, but we do have a wide points lead. Those wins are definitely helping us in our quest for the championship. Take a look at the race analysis real quick. Noah Gragson had the fastest lap at 30.609. I don't even think we hit the 30-second barrier. We led the most laps, 89 of 200 led, which I'm actually kind of surprised by that. Matt Mills Started 35th, finished 12th. He was on the move. Jeremy Clemens started 16th, finished 37th. He was racing hard with us in the top 10 at one point. I remember one of the restarts, he was fighting for a top 5 position. He ended up DNFing as well. So again, 7:30, 8 o'clock start time for Eastern Standard Time for our Daytona race in the Xfinity Series. Final Super Speedway race of that season. As well, hit the subscribe button if you do enjoy NASCAR on the daily, because that is going to be the content being brought to you on this channel. Hit the like button if you enjoyed the race, the commentary, the video, etc. And I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.